Yo, it's the THEMOSHOW Chicago, and we are back again, this time on another sucker-free, corona-free autumn day. And if this is your first time watching the THEMOSHOW Chicago, I ask that you share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. And today's conversation, you all, just happens to be a very dishonorable one. That's right, you all. Joe Biden is giving out dishonorable discharges to active military members and reserve members if they do not comply and get the vaccination by the end of November and by the 15th of December. 2 of them have a date in December and 2 of them have a date in November. And for the reserves, it is the end of November through December 15th. And that's it. And Joe Biden is handing them this honorable discharge. As I told you, I resigned from school teaching in public schools because I refuse to get the vaccination. But it is unacceptable, but it has to be acceptable to those military members because Joe Biden is leaving them with no choice. And all of those military members who may leave, guess who's going to take their place? The Afghan refugees. Once again, I'm telling you in advance, all of those military members who are not going to comply and they're going to leave the military, which you think will weaken the military? No. Joe Biden has that figured out. The Afghan refugees are going to take their place. Think about that. They've already taken your place with the jobs. I was correct about that. Called that out when they first got here, before it even happened. And I'm predicting this one here. If you are a military member, look at that big bird that just flew by. If you are a military member, you are left with the same detrimental thought that millions of Americans have been dealing with. Do you want to live or do you want to die? And when I say that, I mean economically. Because when you cut off a person's finances, you basically cut their TV off economically. Financially, they're doomed if they don't have some type of economic support behind them. I'm just saying. What do you all think? Do you think that that is a fair deal for the military? Do you think that's a fair deal for the people who put their lives on the line to defend this country, that they are forced? I guess you say, well, they're just like everybody else. Well, if they're just like everybody else, why are you not in the military? I'm just saying. I myself, I've been in the military. Did that right after high school. Active duty, Korea, Japan, all of that good stuff. Seen the world, and is still continuing to do that until this very day. So what do you think? I would love to hear your comments in the comment section. These military families, these military babies, these military enlistees are facing the chopping block. Just like law enforcement, they're facing the chopping block. And if I'm not mistaken, law enforcement have until October 18th. Oh, it's gonna get nuts out here. And speaking of law enforcement, you all, did anybody hear about the George Floyd Act? You know, it's under the bus right now. It's a wrap for that. So much for police reform federally. I'm just saying, because the bill is under the bus right now. All this information that I'm giving you all can be found through Google, New York Post, New York Times, Washington Post. Read for yourself. Read for yourself. Some things they're not advertising on TV, in the news, because they don't want you to know. If you don't want ignorant people to find out about it, put it in a book. I'm just saying, right? Many people don't like to read, but this article is worth reading because it involves the defense, military defense of this country. And seeing such so, do you think that this decision by the Joe Biden administration will weaken the military? Because I don't. I already told you, the Afghan refugees are going to take that place. You may have a different opinion. Please, by all means, leave your opinion in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Appreciate that. And by all means, check out the videos below. And if you haven't done so already, press the subscribe button N-O-W. Okay? Remember, it is your third eye that makes you shine like jewelry you are. Thanks for viewing the MOSHOW Chicago, and peace out.
Soon, still wood, old western style, colors at high noon. Moms and silverbacks, spoons with killer crap. So if you ever try love, I'ma send them at you. I'ma let the 38 sneeze from your head to your teeth. You found sick like me.